become evidence of sabotage.
Sabotage.
So we've got a new trailer for this week's Strange New World episode, Lost in Translation.
Aren't supposed to randomly hallucinate.
As always, I'm Al, this is the Geek in Review, so let's get to it. Now I did say in my previous video, I thought it was a little bit odd the clip that was released was about number 1 in Pelia, when the blurb about the episode seemed to focus it was on Uhura. So this trailer gives us a lot of Uhura. We see her with Kirk, we see her on the bridge, we see her with zombies. It's all going on here. We also see that the Enterprise seems to be near some sort of space station or large ship. And it seems that there's some sort of signal that's creating these visions or horrors for Uhura. Because they are absolute horrors. You see the ship get attacked and the crew get sucked out into space. You see her fighting a zombie, and you see a whole bunch of dead crew members as well. So I guess none of this is happening, and it is only a signal that Uhura can hear. Now, there were pictures released in earlier trailers and promotional materials that link to this episode, where we see her on a planet next to a crashed shuttle. So I think this episode is going to be exploring Uhura's trauma. I mean, the way that the trailer's cut, it makes it look like a really good sci-fi movie. Actually, I'm really impressed with the quality of this trailer, but I think the episode is going to revert into trauma trek, sadly, for Uhura here. I just hope the rest of the characters have got something to do, because Anson Mount hasn't had much to do this season. Number 1, as always, is written out. In Pelia, we still know nothing, but she is in this episode, so I wonder what they are going to do with her. But of course, the big talking point of this episode is James Kirk is back for the 3rd time, but this is the first proper James Kirk, because the other 2 were alternative timeline versions. So I wonder how different this guy is going to be from the previous 2 versions. Because the one that I've already seen this season, I'll be honest, I didn't particularly like. A lot of people are saying that Paul Wesley is miscast in this role, and I have to say I pretty much agree. In episode 10 last season, Sam Kirk described Jim, and this guy is nothing like what he described. Now I know, again, it's an alternative timeline and things like that, but he just doesn't seem to embody Kirk the way that Shatner or Chris Pine have previously. Also, I wonder, are they going to keep the whole La'an Kirk romance going, and what's the excuse they're going to use to get him onto the Enterprise? Because we see scenes where he's working with Sam Kirk and he's working with Uhura as well. So, is this all visions or fantasy or not? I don't know, because what we're seeing looks as if it could seriously impact the Kirk-Uhura relationship as well.
Very real. You aren't imagining it.
But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. One thing it looks like they are doing is avoiding putting Kirk with Spock, because we've not seen that at all. And in none of the promotional materials do we really see them together. So I wonder if there's going to have that definitive meeting each other and working together moment here, or they're going to be separate. But yeah, we've got Pike, Uhura, Pelia, number 1, both Kirk, Sam and Jim. So that is quite a packed episode. There's also been some pictures released of Chapel just sort of playing 3D chess, and that's kind of anyone's guess as to what's going on. But Ortegas and Mbenga don't really seem to be getting much focus this week. And that's one of the issues that this show's having with me, is it hyper-focuses on 1 or 2 characters per episode and ignores the rest. I'm going to go back to saying it, but Pike, he's not been in this season at all, and it really does bother me. But one thing I'll say is it looks as if this episode is taking us somewhere strange and new, and that's another criticism of the show, that it's not really done that much. Since season 1, we've not seen a lot of strange new worlds, but we've sure seen a hell of a lot of Vulcan. And I just hope we get some answers to Pelia this week, because we see a few shots of her interacting with different crew members in different locations. So give her something to do, and please, as an audience, give us some answers. They've been dragging this out for 6 weeks now. But as always, these are just my thoughts. I want to hear what you think. What's going to happen in this episode? Am I wrong? Is it not going to be trauma trek? Is there going to be comedy? Again, I think the editing in this looks quite good, but it's probably not going to represent the final article that we're going to see in a few days' time. So let me know in the comments, or you can reach out to me on Twitter at The Geeks Reviews. If you've made it this far, please leave a like on the video, and if you've not done it already, subscribe to the channel. As always, my name's Al, thanks for watching.